Hi, Gary here, back from my Friday head shave. I think this is shave number 91, head shave number 91. Going back to my, hardware wise, I'm going back to my favourite head shaver. I've been having a few conversations with, I think, 3 different people about whether, they think they should buy, or whether I think, I'll get there in the end, whether I think they should buy the pivoting head leaf or the twig or the Henson or the Yaqi tile. And I always have to say, I come back to it, and my favourite out of all of them is definitely my twig. I've given my black one away. That was, the black or the gunmetal coating that was on it was wearing off, so I gave it away. But to a friend of mine down my local pub. So I hope he's getting on with it. I haven't seen him since. But yeah, this is my favourite out of all of the head shavers. This is the number one, and I think it's the number one for a lot of head shavers. There are lots that come close, but nothing quite comes as close as this. So that's what I'm using today. It's got Euromax blades in it again. I know I've been using Euromax blades a lot recently, but it's just the way it falls. The Euromax blades were already in here from previous head shaves, so it's just one of those. Anyway, the brush today is the Yaqi White Knight 30mm. I forget what the actual knot's called, but it's a great knot, lovely knot, 30mm knot. Put that in the bowl, put my razor in the bowl, and as is usual with head shaves, because I don't bowl lather, I'm just going to carry on. So let's fill this bowl up with hot water. So how's everybody's week been? I hope you've all achieved what you wanted to achieve, and you've got an easy week next week, I think, with all the, well, certainly if you live in the UK, with the long weekend coming up. So bank holiday weekend, but there's an extra day, I think, isn't there? I think we break up on Thursday night, because we've got Friday off, Saturday, Sunday. It's the Queen's Jubilee celebrations. So yeah, I haven't even filled my water bottle, I'm completely disorganised today. I usually do all of this off camera. Right, I've got to wet the dome. Yeah, so have you guys got anything planned this weekend? We're eating in this weekend. I think Sundays, it's going to be dry, and I think it's going to be sunny, but it's going to be cold for this time of year, shall we say. I forget what the temperatures are going to be, but it's going to be, I think it's below 15 degrees, so that's cold for this time of year. It's not warm enough to sit outside and eat outside, so we won't be barbecuing. I think I'm doing a Moroccan, a roast Moroccan chicken with Hazel Hanu spices, cinnamon, coriander, cumin, all ground up into a paste and rubbed on the chicken, and then slow roasted in the oven. So did I show you what the pre-shave was? I don't think I did. Concentrating on food again. It's Proraso Blue. So, and then the soap today is Leah. This is still the sample I got years and years ago. This is probably over 5 years old. I just don't use it very often. It's getting there. I'm almost through half of it. So I will get there, and then I will replace it with a full tube, because I quite like this cream. It's great cheap cream, great for dome shaves. So here we go. And this is a great travel tube actually. I don't know whether they sell them this size normally, or whether that's just a sample size, but I would try and get my hands on some of that to take with me on when I'm away. It's a great travel size, as I say, or just take a shave stick with you. Lathers up really easily. And if I remember correctly, I mean, I've used Proraso now, so that's got a bit of a menthol kick, but I think Leah does have, if not the cream, the post-shave balm does have a cooling effect, so, or at least the one that I've got has. I don't know whether they've changed the recipe or ingredients recently, but this is great. At least the razor hasn't got the quantity of hair growth to deal with that the twig did last week, but thank God for that. Recently I've been getting comments about me hitting my 1k subscribers. I'm on 921 as I record this video, and thanks to all of those who subscribe to my channel and shown me their support. That's really appreciated. I really, really do appreciate it. And I never thought the channel would grow this far. From its humble beginnings, where I started just to show, I did a video just to show a friend of mine how to use a razor I'd given him. He wanted to see me use it, even though I pointed him to videos by MrG Shaves and various others, Joe Fatboy and all of that, saying, look, watch these on that razor and they'll tell you how to use it. And he was saying, well, if I'm going to use this, I want to see you use it. And that's how my channel started. I never thought it'd be going this long, years later. So I started at the beginning, well, it wasn't lockdown then, I think it was January 2019. That's when my channel started. So yeah, it's great. Absolutely love it. But I rather foolishly said that I would shave my goatee off if I get to 1,000 subscribers, never thinking I'd actually get there. And my daughters are really unhappy that I'm gonna shave my goatee off at 1,000 subscribers, so I only need another 79, and this will come off. I'm kind of looking forward to it, and I'm kind of not. But as I've said before, the one condition, the one thing I'm going to have to do is grow it back, because my daughters are not going to talk to me until I do grow it back. But I said to them, you'll have to just let me start growing it before, because otherwise it's going to be years. It's taken me years to grow it like this. So, but I'm up for it. I said I'd do it, so I'll do it. I'm a man of my word. But it will be grown back pretty quickly. I think I'll probably do about a couple of weeks, maybe a month. No, probably a couple of weeks of shaving without the goatee, and then I'll start to grow it back. Be interesting to see what my young grandchildren think of it, because I don't think any of them have. Well, no, I suppose the one is possibly remembers me without the goatee. I don't know, but it's going to be a bit of a shock. Oh, second pass across the grain. So yeah, who knows when I'll get to that 1,000 figure, but by my reckoning I get about 30 subscribers a month, something like that. So that's at least 2 more months with this goatee on. So you've got to bear with me. But yeah, I will shave it off, but don't be disappointed when I grow it back. It causes too many problems at home if I don't. I was hoping that if I got to 1,000 it would have been in the first quarter of this year, because then I could have potentially grown a beard long enough to hang those daft light bulbs on my beard again. Because the kids really like that at Christmas, but it's not going to happen. I'm not trying to get out of it, but the grandkids love that when I turn up with my Santa's hat that's dancing around and my beard all sort of blinking. Those beard baubles. And I've got too much beard kit upstairs to keep the goatee off. I've got loads of balms, waxes, all sorts of stuff, and oils. I mean, I've got to grow it back. So just understand, I will shave it off. It'll stay off for a couple of weeks, and then it's, you know, I'll start growing it back then. This is a really nice shave. That's the one thing when you're using the leaf with the pivoting head, it's just carefree. Once you get to know the technique, because don't get me wrong, I mean, if you use a Mach 3 or a Gillette Fusion or whatever, it's, yeah, you don't really have to care, and you don't really have to worry too much about how much pressure you apply. Because it's, you know, nigh on impossible to cut yourself with a cartridge razor. If you apply pressure with this, you're going to cut yourself. So, but once you've got used to the pressure levels, I mean, if you can see, I'm actually shaving just 2 fingers on the shaft, and that's, you don't need to apply pressure. You just enough pressure to, if you've got the head, to get it to lay flat, and that's it. That's all you need. And it's so, as I say, carefree using this. The twig is an excellent razor. Does it give me a closer shave than this? No. Is it more difficult than this? Yeah, but that's more of a challenge, and it's more, you know, this, if you're in a rush or you just want a relaxing shave, you just want to, you know, chill, then this is the implement to use. You know, if you want a bit more of a challenge, then yeah, the twig, if you want to spend the money, the Blackland Vector. There's my front door again. It keeps doing that whenever I'm doing the shave. Yeah, I mean, I love the Vector. Using that on my head, the Blackland Vector, but it's a very expensive razor just for head shaves. I mean, this isn't cheap, this leaf isn't cheap, but in the long run, yeah. As you can make the same case for the Blackland razor, the Blackland Vector. But it'll take a lot longer to recoup the cost of that in the cost of blades. That's BBS. Without, you know, it's been nattering on, and that is BBS. Have not missed anything. So I'm going to do my usual thing at this point. I'm going to clean up and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Cold rinse time. Yeah, I forget where I was now with the, I think I was talking about the different razors that I use. I guess the cheapest way to get into head shaving, if you're already a head shaver and you just use an electric shaver or use a cartridge, I guess have a look at the Yaqi tile. That would be one that I would recommend you start head shaving with. You know, it's probably the cheapest way to get into it at the moment, or just, you know, I mean, would I recommend, say, the Wilkinson Sword Classic for, you know, I mean, that's probably the cheapest way to get into it. No, I probably wouldn't. I think you'll probably end up cutting yourself quite badly with that. The Yaqi tile is based on the Henson head design, and that's really easy to find the angle. So that's the one I'd probably recommend first, but I seriously, anybody that head shaves needs to look at leaf. They need to either look at the leaf pivoting head razor. I don't like this on my face. It doesn't work for me. It does work for others, but it doesn't work for me. However, this, the twig or the thorn's the more aggressive version of this, and as you know, I'm contemplating getting the thorn. But this will do your head and your face, no problem. Great razor for that. And I'm pretty sure I will end up getting the thorn and probably preferring it to that twig. But we'll see. But for head shaves, nothing has beaten this yet. This is absolutely brilliant for head shaves. So that's my recommendation anyway. I'm not going to bother with alum. I don't really need to use alum if I'm using the leaf. If I use the twig, then yeah, probably, but I'll soon find out. I'm putting Boots, tea tree and witch hazel on my solar panel and see if that stings at all. A little bit, less than 1 out of 10, I would say. And then I'm using my Nivea two-phase, my Spanish. I think this has been discontinued, and I don't really know why they did discontinue this, because it effectively is an aftershave and a balm in one. Oh, that's such a nice scent. Oh, really nice. No burn, nothing. And then I'm finishing off with Leah Aftershave Balm. Now this definitely has some cooling stuff in it. Give it a shake. I haven't used it in a while. It's quite liquidy. Oh yeah. It's not a strong menthol kick at all, but it definitely cools and refreshes. I can feel it chilling my head down now. So, right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a very relaxing, fantastic head shave with my favourite head shaver, the Leaf, as you all know, as I've been harping on about. I will see you now. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the face shave. I haven't decided what I'm using. I think I'll be using Seaside soaps and skincare again tomorrow, because I haven't used that in a while, and I'm about to pull the trigger on a bunch of their soaps. So I'll see you all soon. Bye now.